This is the good liars. This is the good liars. And this is Washington, D.C. militarized zone. And I was like, I've got to see this shit. I got to see these guys. This is so surreal. It's so weird that this is going on. So let's watch these guys.
We are here in Washington, D.C., where just over 4.5 years ago, on January 6th, Donald Trump said he definitely did not have the authority to call in the National Guard. Now, I guess things have changed because there's just so much National Guard here. So I'm wondering if he might have been lying about that.
No, Donald Trump doesn't lie. You're going to hurt his supporters' feelings by saying stuff like that.
Oh, well.
Trump's federal policing efforts in the district are growing. Hundreds of National Guard troops from West Virginia, Ohio, and South Carolina will be deployed here to D.C.
It is hot as hell here in Washington, D.C. I have sweat dripping down my body, gathering around one of my nipples,
Oh, no.
think.
I shouldn't have paused it there. I'm sorry.
Been in this since 1988. Riding my bike since I was a kid, literally. Nothing happens around here. How are you going to have...
He said literally nothing happens around here. But that's the point. I told you guys. This is District 9 shit. They want you out of their sight. I really don't know why people haven't caught on to this yet. The federal troops... Okay, so if you have a city that is filled with crime, guys, let me ask you this question. If you're in Chicago, and Chicago is filled with crime, where would you send federal troops? Or here's an even better one, because we all know this. This is one that every person should know. If you're in Los Angeles and there was crime, and it was bad crime, where would you send your police officers, your federal agents, to stop said crimes from happening? Would you send them to Hollywood? Beverly Hills, maybe? Would you send them to Beverly Hills? Or would you send them to Compton? You would send them to fucking Compton! Crenshaw! Fucking... There would be federal agents fucking disturbing East Side Crips as we speak. They're not there! They're not there to stop crime. They are there to scare people away from the rich parts of the city. This man is obviously too brown to be there. Yeah, Malibu, of course. You don't fucking... This man needs to be told that those people are literally there to keep his ass away from the rich people. Like, I am only half joking, guys. This is fucking District 9. They want to fucking keep brown people, black people, and poor white people who are easily identifiable by the poor quality of their clothes and the dirt in which cannot be washed off, obviously. Okay? I'm a poor white person. I know. That's what it's for. They're trying to maintain a perimeter by bringing in fucking National Guard members from like 5 other states to push all the fucking, not just poor people, by the way, not just poor people, middle class people, lower middle class people, poor people, the working class, into fucking ghettos, because they're like, that's where you belong, where we can't see you, so that way we can walk around freely with our Louis Vuitton bags without having to worry about you dirty people touching us. I've said it before. Trump doesn't like you. Fucking MAGA, he hates you. He doesn't like you. He doesn't want you on his lawn. He thinks you smell like shit. He's the type of dude that fucking keeps a handkerchief over his nose while he shakes your hand. He's holding his breath.
Have these soldiers...
My nipples, I think.
Oh, sorry.
Since 1988. Riding my bike since I was a kid, literally. Nothing happens around here. How are you going to have these soldiers? They're tourists around here. Who's around? Who are they protecting?
On January 6th, Donald Trump said he couldn't call the National Guard, and now they're here. Why do you think that is?
Well, if the sentence begins with Trump said, you lost me.
You think he's the reason the National Guard are in D.C. right now?
100%. It's all a scam. It's a made-up crisis. There's no crime here. The crime is you might pair Chardonnay with a red piece of meat. That's the crime. They're in Georgetown. I mean, give me a break.
Yeah. Ugh. Sorry, I got a little sick thinking about that.
Right.
DC crime is not that bad. When I used to live back in the day, it was so bad. I always tell everyone, we took 20 steps forward. During COVID, we took a few steps back. We took 5 steps back. But at the end of the day, we're still 15 steps ahead.
We are here.
How dare you try to speak logically to this situation, sir? This is not a time for logic. This is a time for fear and anger and hatred. You're supposed to just be mad that there's people that are out there that if you one day happen to run into them, may beat up pickleballs, okay? Not you, sir, because you look like a good gentleman that probably doesn't, like, start fights with 15-year-olds on the street. But, like, I mean, we need to protect pickleballs, guys. We need the National Guard from 4 to 5 other states to come in so that way pickleballs can go on a date with his girlfriend, which, by the way, you guys, I just want to point out something. I'm going to point out something for you guys, and I want you guys to infer whatever you would like. They claimed that his girlfriend was there with him, yet the only person that was there to take pictures of pickleballs after taking his beating was another man, in fact, another Doge member, the one that was fired for making racist tweets. I'm willing to bet, guys, that his girlfriend was another dude. I'm just throwing it out there. And like I said before, look, guys, I don't have any problem with that. I'm just saying, once again, stop being so mean and doing these fucked up things to your own people. Like, just come out the closet, pickleballs. It's okay. Let Elias or whatever the fuck that kid's name, let him fucking play with them, dog. It's okay. Nobody cares.
In Washington, D.C., you guys look like locals. Are you all locals? Everyone looks like locals here.
Look at all these gang members. They're all wearing the same fucking helmet, dude. Someone needs to talk to these guys. These guys are definitely going to steal your wallet.
All right. Okay. No, not a local? Well, you guys aren't locals?
No, I wasn't wearing the same helmet.
Locals? Not locals? No? All right. Okay.
Exactly, Manny.
I
You know what
thought
I'm
maybe
saying.
that was like a DC thing. Everyone wears the yellow helmet, gets on a bike and drives around together. I didn't know if it was maybe a bicycle gang. Maybe that's
It's
why
a
the
fucking
National
gang.
Guard are here.
Dude, these are the fucking people that were like, they're wasting our taxpayer money. Where are you guys at now? Where are all the Trump supporters that were like, they're wasting our money? Waste, fraud, and corruption. Where the fuck are you guys? Can one of you make a fucking appearance and just say that you see the fucking hypocrisy in this shit so I don't feel like I'm completely fucking nuts? Jesus Christ. What's happening, Robert? Allegedly.
What do you think about the National Guard, the ICE checkpoints, the police across the city right now?
Unnecessary.
Why do you think it's unnecessary?
Was last time you heard about a crime here at Lincoln Memorial?
And as those heavily armed troops patrol a variety of locations across
look at this
D.C.,
shit.
the White House saying the move is not
There's fucking Humvees, dude. Like, they're doing more damage to the fucking streets. We are seriously living in the stupidest fucking timeline that has ever fucking existed.
meant to scare away tourists.
DC
Allegedly.
feels dead as shit to me today. It's a Sunday. I mean, I know it's hot, it's super hot, but usually around here, so many people are not going to come here anymore. When there's ICE checkpoints and there's military walking, people.
Yeah, that's the point. That's the point. People aren't going to come here anymore if there's ICE checkpoints. It's the same reason that they sent ICE to Gavin Newsom's recent press conference. They don't think that Gavin Newsom's going to be afraid of ICE. They think that brown and black people are going to be afraid of ICE. And they don't want it to look like he has any support at all because that ruins their narrative. This is the whole fucking point.
We're just like freaked out, like, you know what, forget it. They're not going to come here.
I hope tourists still come here.
Okay. Do you think that all the militarization could scare away tourists a little bit?
Take a look around you. Depend on tourism here.
Yeah.
Bro, you can't convince me that these motherfuckers aren't trying to burn this country to the ground. Like, I've said this before, I don't think Trump is, because I think that Trump is not smart enough to figure out a plan to burn the country to the ground. I think he could just do it out of just like sheer stupidity. I think that Trump thinks that, like, man, he's saving us from the fucking woke mobs, brother. These people have put a cape on my back, and I tell you this right now, as long as I get about $3 billion in Trump meme coins coming through, I am going to do that job with gusto. But you can't convince me, like, that Stephen Miller, Curtis Yarvin, Peter Thiel, Bezos, Musk, the rest of these fucking billionaire oligarchs, like, you can't convince me that they are sitting back watching Donald Trump's stupidity going like, this is good for America. Elon Musk fucking said, like, we're going into a deficit, and we should all be super fucking scared, and we should be worried because this is just going to just destroy the country for future generations. And we just added like $5 trillion to the debt. You can't convince me that these motherfuckers aren't looking at that and being like, that's exactly what we wanted to happen. And the whole time Donald Trump's like, am I doing a good job? And they're like, yes, you are, brother. You are killing it, dog. Keep sending them Humvees down to DuPont Circle.
I feel bad for those people in all this military gear. What are they doing here?
I don't know. It looks like they're standing around talking. I saw
feeling
some of them laughing a little bit. One of them was sitting in the car to get some air conditioning because it's hot. And then another guy went into one of the cars, and then I think one of them went to Dunkin' Donuts.
You know, they worry about how much all the money that the government's spending. This is a complete waste of money.
Exactly.
And it only serves, you know, Donald Trump.
How much money do you think they're wasting right now?
I have no idea.
We are seeing a
Like, the soldiers aren't even watching shit, guys. They weren't even fucking watching anything. They're literally standing in a circle, like, kicking the ground.
heightened presence of immigration officials in the district. Our cameras captured the moment federal authorities arrested a delivery driver this morning.
That's what I was going to say. They're like, we got the DoorDash drivers. They're fucking ruining shit for you and me. Like, we have very little to be fucking excited about down here in the fucking middle class, in the working class. The one thing that we can get excited about every fucking once in a while is that I don't have to get up and deal with traffic to get a sandwich. Like, you're living in D.C., and you're like, the one fucking thing that makes me happy is that on occasion, I can pay an exorbitant amount of money to have a dude get on a fucking scooter and drive a sandwich to my house. And now they're fucking stopping that. ICE is literally fucking arresting Julio. Your fucking sandwich that you've already paid for is on the back of his fucking scooter, and they're taking him to a fucking detention center. This is why dudes deserve to get hit with sandwiches. Like, you can't have fucking anything nice.
They are harassing people. Crime is at a 30-year low in Washington, D.C. right now. It's racism with the immigration. That's all.
Bro, this is an old white man. I say old. I'm sorry, sir. I mean, you're my age. This is an old white man. We are known to talk about crime in a way that is super hyperbolic. All right? Like, if you find yourself an old white man and you ask him about crime statistics, he's going to exaggerate. Okay? That's part of just being an old white man. Things aren't what they used to be. You know, back in my day, if someone did something like that, they got punished. You know what's happening nowadays? People are they're allowed to murder people on the streets and they get to walk away scot-free. Back in my generation, before these kids and their TikToks, like, you have an old white man literally sitting here being like, actually, I just don't even understand why people are doing this. There's like, things are good. Like, I really don't get it. You know shit's fucked up.
All it is. Everybody knows that. Trump is a very insecure man, and he's overcompensating. This is nothing about security or safety.
What would you say to someone who's thinking of signing up to be an ICE agent?
It's like SS. What is those?
Yeah,
in the
fucking
30s,
Gestapo,
Hitler guys,
SS,
they're doing it
super
for a job
soldiers,
too.
yep.
Next thing you know, they're doing some other crazy stuff that it starts out with pulling people over and asking for their ID, and God knows where it's going to end.
You feel there's some authoritarianism going on right now?
Absolutely.
Yeah, every American
yeah,
should be
no
against
shit.
this. Every American should be against this. This is a disgrace.
To the ICE agents at the checkpoints who are here in D.C., what would you want them to know?
I want them to know that we understand that you're doing your job, but at some point you're going to have to look at yourself in the mirror.
Yep.
On January 6, 2021, people broke through those barricades and went into the Capitol, which feels a lot more dangerous
Yeah.
than it does
You
here
think?
today.
No, dude, they were tourists, bro. Like, you're totally fucking this up, man. They were totally peaceful. There's definitely no violence on January 6th. There definitely does not exist hours and hours of footage of these people, beating cops with flagpoles and spraying them with mace. And there definitely wasn't a bunch of pedos that later got pardoned by Donald Trump. That definitely didn't happen. What? That all happened? No. My bad.
But for some
Big
reason
balls
today,
Smollett.
there's a bunch of
Oh,
National
shit.
Guard.
Maddie!
So go figure me that.
Big balls
However
Smollett!
you say that.
Oh, fuck.
I don't know what the latest is, but they're filing charges against this poor guy, and he got
Good job, Robert.
because you threw a sandwich. Meanwhile, he's hiring people out of the January 6th to run the government now. You tell, and he pardoned all of them.
Never gonna not laugh at that.
These guys that beat up that guy, that one guy. One of these guys, I don't even know what his name is, but he was like literally telling. The chanting to the crowd to beat up that one police officer, and now you got a job somewhere in the government.
On January 6th, someone threw a fire extinguisher at a police officer. Which one's worse?
Fire extinguisher.
Yeah, worse than a Subway sandwich?
Yes.
You think so? Oh, shit, dude.
Maxine, what do you think about the military being unleashed across Washington, D.C.? Do you think Donald Trump is the reason that they are here right now?
Well, obviously.
Why do you think he said on January
is this
6th,
fucking country,
2021,
man?
that he wasn't allowed to call them in, that was Nancy Pelosi's job?
You got me there. It's a good question.
Dude, Robert, really what it comes down to is what type of sandwich was it? Was it a hot sandwich? There is an argument to be made if that was a fresh hot sandwich, as it says on the sign, okay? Fresh hot sandwich. And that happened to be, let's say, a meatball with mozzarella, okay? That sauce, when that sauce hits you, if that had splattered onto that ICE agent's face, it easily could have been third-degree burns, okay? You get you some smelty cheese with red sauce that had just been heated up, and that lands on your face, like you're talking redness, you're talking irritation. Like, I'm just saying, there was a chance that sandwich could have been hot and fresh. Okay.
Okay. Well, do you have any idea? He wasn't allowed to call them in, that was Nancy Pelosi's job.
You got me there. It's a good question.
That's a good question.
Okay. Well, do you have any ideas as to why?
Well, it would have been useful if they were called out on January 6th, obviously.
Do you know why he would say one thing and then say another later?
Because he's a liar.
That's the way he does things.
That's the way he does
Like,
things.
lies or whatever.
Call it what you want to call it.
Yeah. What would you call it?
Robert, if it's
Just
for
ruined it.
Italian,
Anything
it's
you'd want to
foreign.
say in parting? I mean, I know we've had a good time.
Robert, if it was an Italian sub, did they deport it? I'm sorry. I am so sorry. I am so sorry. I shouldn't have did that. That's my bad, guys. That's my bad.
I'm here, you and I.
Nothing, just enjoy the city.
Yeah.
I hope tourists still come here.
Oh, we are so cooked. Like, how do you defeat this amount of stupidity? I just feel like this is like, what is the fucking game plan, guys? It was a club sandwich, Pamela. Pamela. Like, I don't think there's a fucking playbook for defeating this kind of stupidity. I just genuinely don't. Like, what are you supposed to do against this level of fucking culty behavior? Dude, he should be Ross. He could be the new Subway spokesperson. Look, that's not a great job, though. Okay, nobody wants to be associated with Jared. Hopefully his name is... I think his name's Jeremy, too. That might be a problem. Supporting the spicy Italian mix is a diabolical work. Yes, it is. It wasn't a foot long? You sure about that? It's a Subway club and you ain't in it. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please like and subscribe and hit that notification bell, and check out that video on the screen now.